Hey everybody, welcome back to that Flight Sim channel. This is Captain Flako speaking, and in today's video we are going to be doing a point A to point B tutorial on the Cessna SkyCourier, this beautiful twin engine turboprop Cessna that is widely used in the real world for many different things: passenger carry, cargo carrying, all kinds of things, and the simulator includes it. And we're going to show you guys how to get it up and running, do a quick little flight plan. We are here in beautiful St. Bart's, very famous airport, as you guys can see, short runway, and we're gonna fly to Princess Juliana, St. Martin, Maho Beach from here. Short little flight, but we will do a flight plan. We will do all those beautiful things that we're accustomed to doing in our tutorials. So with that being said, we're gonna get started, guys. If this is your first time in this channel, my name is Captain Flako, and my partner and I, Captain Gonzo, we love making flight simulator tutorials, teaching the community how to get these planes up and going for those that maybe have never tried or want to learn and get used to these planes. So if you like what you see, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on the video and comment and let us know what else we can do to improve. We've been getting tons of feedback from you guys. Let me move out the way so we don't get ran over. But we've been getting tons of feedback from you guys, and we have been taking it into consideration. You know, trying to get these videos to be better for you guys and teach you more and more. And yeah, make them as best as possible. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stop talking and let's go ahead and pull up our EFB. As always, guys, I like going through the EFB. I have it on level expert. So how do you get here? Obviously, just click the little aircraft symbol and checklist, and there you go. You can change the level, but we're gonna go expert. It's not very crazy like other planes that we've done or we've covered, so we should be flying through this checklist pretty easily. So first thing it wants us to do is come over here and pull the chocks out so we can move the airplane when we turn it on. Guys, if you don't do this, when you try to taxi out, you will not go anywhere. So ask me how I know. All right, so chocks are removed. Pitot covers. Oh, the pitot covers are right here. And as always, guys, you can always hit this little eyeball button, and the eyeball button will show you where these items are. If you can't find them, I'll show you myself here. We're gonna climb up here and remove these pitot covers. Perfect. All right, so baggage nose left will be up here. So this is our baggage door on the left. There we go. There's nothing in there. Go ahead and close it. Nose gear tire. Check the conditions. So we're gonna crawl down here. Perfect. Good. Engine covers. Remove those. Engine covers are removed. Beautiful. Right aileron. So this is left. We're gonna move on this side. Let's take a look here. Perfect. That's set. So right aileron. This side. There we go. Condition of the aileron is new. Perfect. Right flap. There it is. Our flap. Awesome. Right tire. Good. What else? Elevator. Visual inspection of the elevators and the rudders. Elevators are way up here. Well, visually they look good. Rudder is here. Good. Left tire. Moving on. Like I said, guys, this is a pretty easy walk around on this aircraft. Very good. What else? Left flap. Good. Left aileron. Good. And that's it. We've pretty much completed our walk around, which typically it shouldn't be that complicated. We're just making sure that the aircraft looks good and it's in the condition that we're going to fly in. So that being said, we're going to open this door. Alrighty, guys, we are in the cockpit now, and I'm just going to go ahead and check off all the items that we have completed here. So on our exterior walk around, so all this is good. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our before starting engine checklist here. So parking brake is right below here on the right hand side. Let's take this out of the way. So our parking brake is set. Good. Battery switch, we're going to set it to on. So our battery switch is here on the left. I'm going to switch this. There you go. Battery's on. Standby battery switch. We're going to test and hold. I'm not going to do the test. We're just going to set it to on. But to test it, you just hit here and hold it here for 20 seconds and pretend you wait and all that. So not going to do it for time's sake. Emergency lights are already armed. Good to go. EIS. So the EIS is right here. So take this out of the way. Make sure nothing here looks out of the normal. Battery voltage is good. everything is off. All these cast messages are fine because we don't have the engines running. Transponder standby, auto father off. All this stuff is fine. So we are good there. Power level set to idle. So let's double check our power levers. Good. And prop RPMs, we're going to set these to max. So we're going to move over here and then turn these all the way up. Just like that. That's what it wants us to do. Perfect. And then conditional levers are set to cut off, which is fine. So we're going to move to starting engine. So nav lights on. Our lights are right here. So we're just going to go nav lights on and beacon light. So there you go. Nav lights, beacon lights, right ignition, and engine start switch must be set to on. So we're going to go ahead and start with the right. So one thing that it doesn't tell you to do is turn on your boosters, which you need to do. So guys, we're going to go ignition, arm, starter, on. And we're going to turn on our right fuel pump on. Just like that. And now we take a look at our EIS. At 12%, we kick on our fuel. So here we go. Low idle. Just like that. And there is our engine coming alive. Let's take a look outside because you can't really hear it here inside the aircraft. There we go. We have a good engine start. And then I believe the next thing it asks us to do is set our condition level to high idle. Once we pass 50%, which we did. So let's move this over to high idle. Just like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful engine start. So this is good. Engine display is good. Right ignition, right condition lever. And then we repeat on the left side. So let's go ahead and go inside. And repeat on the left side. So remember, ignition armed, starter on, fuel pump on. Let's take a look here. We're looking at this. Once it gets to 12%, we throw our fuel. 11, 12. So look down. Throw our fuel on. One click up. There you go. That should be starting our engine now on this side. That guy in yellow is crazy. Oh, he just disappeared. Yeah, I guess that's how Flight Sim simulates ramp death. Oh, Lord Jesus. That guy walked into that. That was pretty crazy. All right, guys. So let's take a look here. We should be past, yep, 50%. So let's go ahead and throw our fuel to high idle. There we go. And there we have it, guys. We have two beautiful engine starts. Gotta love it. Beautiful. So starting engines is complete. Check all this off. All right, so again, the checklist is not like super complete. So let's clear all this stuff out. So bleed air is off. Starters, let's turn them off. So the starters here. There we go. Bleed air generators are off. So let's go ahead and turn on the generators. Electrical generators right on. Good. What else we got? External power, bleed air. So our bleed air, let's find our bleed air. This is all our icing. Okay. So environmental here. So bleed air on. There we go. ELT is armed. Good. External power. I don't see any external power. This should be set to battery, which it is. Don't see anything here about external power. Transponder, that's all through here. And auto feather, which auto feather is here. Armed. Perfect. There you go. Now let's go ahead and turn this on here. And then let's set up a quick little flight plan so we can fly to Princess Juliana. So what we're going to do is go here and click flight plan. And then let's use our wheels to scroll. Sorry. There we go. So origination. Remember, you got to move down one. And here, we're going to T. I don't know. Somebody told me. Oh, you could. Back up. Okay, so T, F, F, J. There you go. I didn't know you could do that. Somebody put it in the comments and said that you could type it in. So perfect. So let's press enter to accept that. All right, guys, 1 second here. Oh, there we go. Okay. A little finicky, but our destination is going to be TNCM. So let's go ahead and scroll. TN. Oh, sorry. Click here. TN. TNCM. Enter. There we go. Okay. Runway. None is fine. Okay, so there is our direct route. Beautiful. Now procedures. Select approach. RNAV GPS 10. Just gonna go vectors. All the way scroll. Activate. Enter. There we go. We have a flight plan to go from St. Bart's to Princess Juliana. Just as so. All right, we're good to go. So what I'm going to do, open this up in flight before takeoff. So auto feather is already on. Prop RPM lever, check. Move propeller, RPM lever through complete range and return to high RPM. So all it's asking us is to move this like that. Make sure that you hear the changes. It's good. Flaps set for takeoff. So flaps 1. Flight controls. Move around your flight controls. Up, down. Rudders. Good. Heatostatic heaters are on. So let's look here. Good. Inertial separator as required. So our inertial separator, we're going to turn them on as we taxi and take off. Good. Lights as required. So look at our lighting panel. Anti-collision on. Logo on. Seatbelts on. Make sure we got good lighting in here. We don't need an ice inspection. And taxi light on. Good. Lights good. EIS. Double check our EIS. Engines. Instruments. Everything is good. I like it. Autopilot yaw dampener disconnect. Autopilot yaw dampener must be off. So if we look at, see here, autopilot's not on. Good. We're good to go. All right, let's go ahead and taxi. Parking brakes released. And we're going to turn around here. Let's see if we can make this turn. I love how a glider's just gliding there. And how we have big airplanes here on the tarmac, which is okay, I guess. Looks cool, but not very realistic. Watch it, guys, coming through. We're coming in hot. All right. Again, guys, this is more informal, just kind of to get you guys going on this aircraft. There's a few things that they skip in the checklist, but hopefully we cover it here to get you going. All right, so let's go ahead and set our parking brake real quick. Transponder, so let's go look here. So XPDR standby, so just click transponder, VFR, and on. There we go. Sit back. Beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to set an altitude here for about, 3,500 feet. 3,500 feet. Perfect. We have our route. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and introduce power. Parking brake is on. Release the parking brake. Hold the brakes a little bit. Keep an eye on our EIS, sorry. There we go. Letting go of the brakes. That's one thing on this aircraft you want to keep an eye on is make sure you do not exceed. And rotating. Beautiful. There we go. We are airborne. So what do I mean by exceeding these parameters here? You see our RPM and all that is in the green. If we go ahead and let me just make sure we're not crashing into anything. Let's level off here. But if we go ahead and exceed, watch. See, this is full power. You do not want to exceed. Let's go leave it there. Don't want anything yelling at us. Very good. We're going to turn on the autopilot. Autopilot is on. We're going to set it to nav and flight level change. So it's going to go ahead and climb at 130 knots to 3,500 feet. Flaps up. And then let's go ahead and look in here. Range. So right now we want to make our way down to lesser. So what we're going to do is go direct to lesser. That's already set there. That's exactly where we want to go. So we're just going to scroll down and activate. Enter. And then now you see the aircraft is going ahead and turning to go direct to lesser. That chime there is that we're at reaching our altitude. There you guys have it, 3,500 feet. And we are making our way to Princess Juliana. What I'm going to do is pull up the EFB and take a look at our after takeoff. So flaps are up, yes. Clam power is set, yes. Altimeter settings are good. Just press the B key to make sure altimeter settings are good, yes. Landing lights, go ahead and set them to off. So never turn these on, but they're good. So we're going to go off. Taxi lights off, yes. All that is good. Before landing, flaps to landing, taxi lights. See, the checklist is not very complex on this airplane, so a lot of things you gotta have to figure out on your own, but we'll kind of walk through them. But as for now, as you see, guys, we are cruising. And as you can see, this is a fixed gear aircraft. There's no retracting the gear on this aircraft. We are good to go there. But yeah, we're chilling right now, guys. We are cruising. Let's bring the power down. As you can see, we're about to exceed our speeds here. You do not want to go into the yellow. You just kind of want to stay around the green. Very good. For some reason, the aircraft has us a little higher than 3,500, so I'm going to go ahead and just turn this up to 4,000 feet. There we go. Let's take a look at what kind of views this aircraft offers. Nice. Very cool. Pretty nice views. I was kind of hoping they had a interior one, but let's go ahead and just do it ourselves. So we're gonna sit in this seat right here and look out the window here. Not the view that I was looking for, to be honest. Kind of wanted this one. Excuse me. This is the view I want. Take a look at that beautiful turboprop engine as we are cruising and flying through these clouds here. So. All right, guys, we are again making our way to St. Martin, Princess Juliana. As you can see, pretty much right in front of us. So we're gonna fly past the airport. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the video here and move ahead to when we get to Lesser. Alrighty, guys, we just got to waypoint Avaki. So all I did was activate the final vectors for the approach for this RNAV here. So as you can see, we got to Avaki. The aircraft is turning now. We're gonna head to Lesser and Mapin, and then we should be touching down. So the next waypoint, we should be at 1,700 feet at Lesser. So as you can see, I have my vertical nav on, my VNav here. So the aircraft is automatically following the altitudes that are set up here in our flight plan. So before it was at 4,100 feet or so, if I remember right, and then now it's moving over to 1,700 feet. So it'll automatically set the pitch to wherever it needs to be to reach that altitude by that waypoint. So pretty handy little tool to play around with as you go. And as you can see, we're exceeding our speed, so I'm gonna go ahead and reduce our speed here. Bring the power down. All right, so as we are letting the autopilot do his thing to bring us in, we're gonna go ahead and do a before landing. So flaps, taxi lights, and okay. So not a lot to do there. So what I'm gonna do is, from experience, you wanna bring your propeller RPMs back up to 100%. That one, let's just scoot over here. There we go. It's turning. There's the runway at our 12 o'clock now. And we're a little low, but it's okay. We'll fix that now as the aircraft levels off at 1,700 feet. There we go. We're setting ourselves up nicely. Now, as you can see, there's a diamond coming down. So I'm going to go ahead and activate our approach mode. Great, that's autopilot. Again, the yaw damper was never on. Good one, guy. So approach mode set. And we are good to go. There's our runway. So I'm gonna bring the power down a little bit. Go flaps 1. There's the aircraft dropping the nose as it picks up the glide slope at the waypoint. Beautiful. Everything is working like it should. Just gonna reduce the power now. Inertial separators coming back on. Turn those off during cruising. But as you land, you want those on. Everything is good. Everything is on. No CAS messages. No indications in the EIS. We are looking good. I'm going to go ahead and another degree of flaps. Again, we're just kind of going off by feel here, not so much by checklist. And I'm going to go full flaps now. So as you see, full flaps, the aircraft does pick up a lot of lift there. So now the aircraft is going to bring the nose back down. Be careful with the full flaps, as it will give you a lot of lift. All right. Landing lights should have been on already, but there we go. Everything is on. Looking good. Too white, too red. We ain't dead. Too red, too white. We are all right. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. I'm going to take control. I like the steady glide slope that we have here, so I have control.
300.
There we go. Let's bring her in. And I'm pretty much at idle power, and as you can see, we're not bleeding off a ton of airspeed, so just keep that in mind. This plane does maintain its airspeed pretty well, so go. I'm at idle, guys. Bring her down, nice and easy, just like that. And reverse thrust. That's interesting. I wanted to bring my nose up. And the brakes. Plane does not want to slow down. There we go. And a nice little trick that Captain Gonzo showed us in his other videos with these turboprops is if you're having a hard time keeping the plane from taxiing fast, go here to your throttles. Just set this to low idle. No, not cut off. Low idle. I might have just shut off an engine maybe. No, we're okay. But yeah, once you set it there, now you have better taxi speeds as you're not zooming down the runways or taxiways. There you guys go. So pretty basic tutorial. Again, there's not a ton of information on the checklist for this aircraft. So what I wanted to do was just kind of walk you through it and, you know, walk you through the what the checklist offers and just get you in the air. Get you a quick little flight plan. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. This is G1000 equipped aircraft, so we have plenty of videos speaking of G1000s on our other aircraft that we've covered. So if you guys want to see more in depth of what the G1000 is capable of, then check out the Cessna videos, check out the Vision video, any of those videos that have the or aircraft that have a G1000, we go in depth. But here, all I wanted to do was get you airborne in case that you wanted to grab this plane and take it for a spin. It's a nice little airplane. It looks good. Turboprop, you know, it has all the right sounds, like I say, with the turboprops, and it's pretty satisfying to fly in it. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just pull up here next to that Phenom over there. It's missing a nose gear for now. It'll populate here as we get closer. Oh, that's a nice 757. I love it. Love to see it. All right, guys. I'm gonna pull next to the Phenom here. Make sure we don't run over this ramp worker. And stop here. Is that our parking brake? Let's just double check. There is no post-flight. Oh, there is a shutdown procedure. So parking brake set. Ignition set to off. So these go off. Good. Pitos off. Good. Inertial separators off. Good. Flaps are up. Power level idle. Yes. Condition levels fuel cut off. So these go off. Alternators off, which never showed us where the alternators are, but these are our generators. Off. And the battery switch off. And our standby off. There you go. Open. I guess not. All right. Anyways, guys, there you have it. That is how you fly the Cessna SkyCourier here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please drop a like, leave a comment, let us know how we did. Let us know if there's anything else you would like to learn or see of this aircraft. Again, not super study level detailed checklist on this aircraft, but everything on the aircraft shows that it worked. A couple things to keep in mind when starting the aircraft, like I said, is make sure those fuel pumps are on, and yeah, you'll see that you'll be able to get this plane started as we showed it. And again, if you guys have any questions, just let us know. That being said, guys, if you like, drop a like. If you like what you see in this channel, subscribe to our channel and be part of our growing community. That being said, guys, happy flying as always, safe landings, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.